the problem. Going to the gym can be dangerous because it can lead you down a road of homosexuality. Now, that's coming from a guy that goes to the gym a lot. I'm always in the gym pumping iron, lifting weights. But we have to ask ourselves, why exactly are we going to the gym? What is the point of going to the gym? For me, it's so it can supplement my fight training, so I can rip somebody's face off. And also because, this is the main reason, because I want to impress fat women. I'm on the prowl for fat women that have good jobs, that want to take care of a guy just like me, that only worries about his appearance. Now, a person like me has to be conscious and know exactly what is it that women find appealing and sexy about the male physique. And it isn't what you're seeing on Instagram. No matter what they say, all these fitness influencers, they all look like shit. And the reason they look like shit is because they're not trying to impress women. They're not trying to get hoes. They're trying to impress other men. And so you see how we start going down the slippery slope of homosexuality while going to the gym. You want to impress the bros. Oh, I want to lift 4 plates. I want to bench 4 plates to impress the bros. The hoes don't care. Women don't even know what you're lifting. For women, if you bench 135 pounds, they think you're strong already because they can't do it. Imagine a guy who benches 2 plates for reps. They think you're something out of this world. They can't even believe it. So you have these guys that are obsessed with impressing other guys in the gym. Homosexual trait, by the way. And then they become so obsessed with this, they start popping all sorts of SARM pills they found on the internet, steroids. Steroid tablets. As the months pass by, the years go by, congratulations, you pulled it off, you look like shit! Congratulations, you look like a cheap version of Dorian Yates. Congratulations, you get 0 hoes now. Congrats. And there's milk coming out of your nipples, literally. Look this up on the internet. There's guys that go to the gym all day, they squeeze their tits, milk comes out of them things. 17-year-old kid. Pumped a bunch of SARMs, a bunch of steroids. A lot of muscles. But you squeeze his tits and milk squirts out of that thing. Imagine what the hoes think about that. Imagine what the hoes think, you take them out to dinner and there's like milk spots on your shirt while you're out at dinner with a fat woman. What's running through her mind while she's seeing these things? You ever thought about that? No, you were too busy trying to impress the bros. You wanted to hear from the bros. Bro, you're looking jacked. Oh my God, you're looking jacked. Let me squeeze your pecs. Oh my God, look at the shape of your rhomboids and your rectus femoris. Oh, your rectus femoris, bro. Oh, bro, your rectus femoris. That's what you go to the gym for? To have another guy with pimples all over his back praise your strength and the size of your muscles? You're gay. And this whole thing is gay. We must understand what is it exactly that women find attractive. And look no further than the movie Twilight. A long time ago, there was a movie about vampires and wolves called Twilight. And the hoes were just obsessed with this movie. Women couldn't get enough. They were obsessed. And it was mostly because there was a guy named Jacob on the movie. And the guy Jacob was a Native American guy who was part Native American, part wolf. And Jacob had a crazy body transformation for the movie. And the women were going crazy. I remember I was in school, everybody was talking about this guy. Oh my God, his body's so hot. Oh my God, did you see his freaking body? I'm Team Jacob now. All the hoes, before people used to like this other guy, the white guy, the pale vampire guy. All of a sudden, all the women had to change their heart because Jacob had a body transformation. They were literally leaking out of their vaginal canals in schools over this Native American wolf guy named Jacob. Now I want you to pay close attention to Jacob's physique. Look at it. What do you notice about Jacob's physique? Does it look anything like Sam Sulek's physique? Absolutely not. Looking back, it's funny to see. Back in those days when Jacob exposed his physique to the entire world, this might as well have been Mr. Olympia. That's how muscular he was considered back in those days. This whole viral thing now of Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man when he first came out, and he got bit by the spider. He woke up the next day, he doesn't need any glasses, takes his shirt off, and he starts flexing in the mirror. Back in those days, that was a crazy physique. Looking back now, you look at him, you're like, does this nigga even live? This nigga looks like shit. This nigga look like shit. But that just goes to show we've been tricked and deceived into homosexual tendencies all these years later. What have we become? Are we all gay now or what? What's happening to us? You look at a guy like Sam Sulek with his pimply face and all his muscles and show him to a female coworker or a female in your class, any girl, just ask him, just pull a random girl off the streets and ask her, what do you think about this guy? The reaction is going to be like, ew, ew, he's ugly, ew. And that's always going to be the reaction. Why? Because Sam Sulek is not cute. Bitches like guys that are cute. You want to know who is cute? Jacob from Twilight. Jacob is a Native American wolf guy with muscles, and he's always running through the forest with his shirt off, and women are leaking whenever they see him. And notice, Jacob isn't pumping all these hormones that Sam Sulek is, so he gets to keep his natural cute face. And that's another problem. These guys start popping all these SARMs, they start popping all these pills because they want to become muscular because they think this is what women want, when in reality it's what the guys want. My nigga, you're gay. And their face because of all these androgen receptors, their face becomes ultra masculine. Now when they see you, they don't look at you as a cute guy anymore. Now you look like the guy. You look like the guy who is somebody's 45-year-old father who coaches the football team and beats his wife on the weekends after he gets a little bit too drunk. That's what you look like now. So what was it all for? By the way, this look never goes away. And it's happened so many times. It happened with Zac Efron. Look at Zac Efron before. Had all the women creaming. Started popping a little bit too much steroids, a little bit too much SARMs, popping too much hormones. Look at his face now. It literally looks like a baseball glove. Or what about Joe Rogan? You know, back in the days, Joe Rogan was a cute guy. Everybody thought Joe Rogan was cute. But then Joe Rogan started going into the world of testosterone and growth hormone, and look at his face now. I mean, his head literally looks like a bucket. And this is the problem with a lot of guys. You know, they want to become so big and strong, they want to weigh 250 pounds full of muscle. And then they get the disgusting dad face that never goes away. And so now we're seeing a lot of guys that are in their early 20s that look physically and in their face like they're in their late 40s. You know, a long time ago, there was a guy named Ben Noy, and Ben Noy was a fitness model. And this guy, to me, Ben Noy had the greatest physique of all time. It wasn't overdeveloped, it wasn't crazy, but it was the most aesthetically pleasing physique I have ever seen in my entire life. Nobody had a better physique than Ben Noy. Look at his physique. Find me somebody who says this isn't aesthetically pleasing. It's a physique where nobody can say, oh my God, that's way too much, it looks terrible, oh my God, I don't like it. Like how some people do with bodybuilders. Some people see a bodybuilder, so they think that looks cool. Other people say that looks disgusting, it's way too much muscle. With Ben Noy, everybody just agreed this is aesthetically pleasing. A natural guy, a people who don't go to the gym, anybody. They just look at the body and say, wow, that's an impressive, naturally, aesthetically pleasing physique. And I forgot about it. I haven't seen Ben Noy in years, maybe 8 to 10 years. And the other day, I came to my mind, I wonder what Ben Noy is up to. You know, he did have the most aesthetically pleasing physique I've ever seen. I wonder what he's up to these days. So I start looking up Ben Noy. And wouldn't you be surprised, Ben Noy fell for the tricks of the gay gym industry, the gym culture, and he went ahead and completely ruined his physique. Look at him now. Pumped himself full of steroids. Those iconic abs are now gone. Look at them. They're way too overdeveloped now. Big ol' arms, and pay close attention to the nips. Look at the nipples. I can almost guarantee you I squeeze them things. I put my mouth to the nipples, milk is going to come out of those things. They're all fluffy. He has gynecomastia now. The physique is ruined. Now you show this physique to regular people on the streets, they're going to say, oh my God, this is a little bit too much for me. It's a little bit too overdeveloped. Before, it was the most aesthetically pleasing physique they have ever seen. Oh my God, that looks amazing. 99% of people are going to say that. Now, you get about like 50-50. 50% of people are going to say, oh, that's too much, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. He looks ugly. Other 50% of guys who fell for the gym culture, the gay gym culture, are going to say he looks amazing. So the problem is, we have to understand, why exactly are we going to the gym? What's it all for? Is it to impress the other guys with our big juicy muscles? And we want the bros to squeeze our arms. Oh man, look at your 20-inch arms and your rhomboids and your gluteus maximus. Or do we want to take our shirts off at the beach and impress the fat women? Which one is it? You know, on one hand, if you look like Jacob from Twilight and you're natural and you're just going to the gym and you're healthy, you're not pumping yourself full of these chemicals. So you have a cute face because you're not pumped full of steroids and now you don't have an ultra-masculine face. And enjoy the perks of, starting a family with a fat girl who makes a lot of money. She can take care of you financially. And you can start a nice family. You can live happily ever after with this fat woman. On the other hand, you become a guy who is like a Sam Sulek type character, a big juicy bodybuilder. And of course, you have that disgusting 50-year-old man face who works construction. And so now you're no longer sexually appealing to women, but only to other men that are into big, juicy, greasy muscles. And this is an evil road of violent sex, man-on-man, violent man-on-man sex. The threat of HIV and the potential of you having to wear an adult diaper for the rest of your life. Do the math. Just do the math. Oh, and by the way, the cherry on top is you're going to die in about 10 years. That's the cherry on top. So listen, from this point on, your inspirations for a physique is going to be Jacob from Twilight. It's going to be those Abercrombie & Fitch male models, their physiques, which are perfect for women. And it's going to be Brad Pitt when he was in Troy and when he was in Fight Club. Those are your inspirations. And notice, none of these physiques require steroids. Hell, you could even use FouseyTube as an inspiration. Remember when FouseyTube had that crazy body transformation? Use him as inspiration.